Welcome back to Heath Riles Barbecue. On today's episode of Shooting the Q, we're going to be cooking a pork butt on our Golden's cast iron Kamado style cooker using what I call our Georgia heat combo. A little bit of peach rub and a little bit of hot rub is going to go a long way to Flavor Town on this cooker over some royal oak charcoal. Let's get started. I went ahead and put 12 ounces of apple juice in my blender here and a quarter cup of my pork injection. Now our injection is found on our website. We went ahead and changed our bag design up where it's got easy measurements on the back, simple directions for one butt or more, whole shoulders, whole hog. It don't matter. I covered all my bases. So once I got that mixed up, there's not one thing left to do. Let's get this butt injected and get it rubbed down and get it ready to go in the cooker. So let me get the injecting. Now the goal is to get all 12 ounces of this in this butt. Since this is a little bit smaller of a butt, this is not a 9 or 10 pound, it might be hard, but you just keep going in at different angles till you swell that butt up and it gets all in there. This is gonna help with your flavor and your moisture. Get down below that connective tissue in there. And you just wanna keep injecting kind of in a grid-like pattern. I've kind of got off a sequence here on top of that bone there. And just keep going all the way down that butt. Now that we've got our butt injected on the top and bottom, I'm gonna use a little bit of mustard for a binder. Now I'm gonna cook this butt fat side up on our Kamado. And I probably could have got away with using no mustard. Honestly, this butt's got a lot of moisture coming out of it because of the injection and everything walking around on the plate or on the tray here. Just hot rub open. Let's start getting on the ends here. Pat it in. Yep, all good. Now let's get a little peach rub on. Woo, this peach rub smells good for them boys in Georgia. All right, now that we've got it rubbed down, we're gonna get our Kamado fired up, get it stabilized at about 250 degrees with our place setter in it, and we're gonna get this butt on. We'll be back. All right, we've got our Kamado style cooker running at 250 degrees. We've got the place setter in here. The only thing to do now is go ahead and get this butt on and get our probe in it. We're gonna let it go to about 150. I think the color will be perfect for us to wrap it and get it back on. Now I wanna be fast about this. And why would you say? We don't wanna lose a lot of heat because we're cooking a long time. And I don't want the fire to spike on me. So we'll be back at 150 degrees. I'll let you know how long it takes on the Kamado using royal oak lump charcoal to wrap it up, and we'll finish it off. All right, we've got our Golden's cast iron cooker here. We're finna get in it. I checked this butt a while ago. We've been running between really about 235 and 250 all night. We hadn't held 250. You can see I've got it just a couple fingers wide open on the bottom. The top vent's not cracked very much. So once I got it in there at 250 and it settled in, it kept going back and forth all night long in between that range. I hadn't added any more charcoal or anything. Remember, this is about an 8.5, 9 pound butt. And you can see no wrap whatsoever. It's got beautiful, beautiful color. And we are going to be 202 degrees, just about where I called it, 203, somewhere up in there. I'm gonna get this butt off, get it on my foil over here, pour a little vinegar sauce on it, and wrap it up for about an hour before I pull this butt. I want some of that vinegar sauce to get in there. It's gonna help the bark. This thing looks phenomenal. And as you can see, 202, perfect doneness, no wrap. That's what we're looking for. So let's take our claws here and get it off without it falling apart, hopefully. Woo. Now I set it in this pan here to kind of hold the sides up. Now I'm just gonna wrap this thing up and let it rest for about an hour. All right, we've got our butt off of our Golden's cast iron grill. It's done rested for about an hour and a half. I'm sure it's still gonna be plenty hot enough when I get in here. We cooked this thing, just to recap, with our Pete's rub and our hot rub. We injected it with our injection. Once we took it off, we didn't wrap it on the grill or anything. We let it go all night long, low and slow, between 235 and 250 on the Golden's, with the heat diverter in place. I then set it in double wrap foil, poured some vinegar sauce on it, and wrapped it up to rest. So all it's done in the foil is just rest. That's it. The only thing left to do is get in this butt. I've got some heat gloves on to protect myself. So let's get it out of this foil and honestly see what we got. Oh yeah. Now I'm gonna slide this off of this tray here. Now I'm gonna tell you, that right there is an amazing looking Boston butt. It's got great color. That vinegar sauce on it gives it that good wet look. Just enough twang in it when you mix all the meat up that it's gonna have a good taste. And so all I'm doing is just tearing this butt up and shredding it for pulled pork, honestly, to have for different recipes that I'm gonna do. So I just wanna get this butt shredded now. Let's get in here and pull this blade bone out. Look at that, still hot, sliding right out, no problem. I'm gonna go ahead and put that to the side. Now watch this. Not overcooked, still chunky, but you can shred it just like you need to. Perfectly cooked butt. Tender, juicy, just the way we like it. Now that we've got our butt pulled all the way, it's time to get in here and try it. The moisture, the texture, the old school flavor from no wrap. That is a really, really good pulled butt. It does not get any better than that. Remember, check out Cheshire Farms at buypork.com. They have some phenomenal meat. I love cooking their products. When paired with our pork injection, it's hard to beat for nachos, sandwiches. It don't matter, whatever you want to use it for, pizza. Remember, if you like what we're doing on our channel, like, subscribe, follow along. You can find us on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. We'll see you next week.